Hey guys, Yuka here from Artist Arnhem Photography Workshop. I hope you guys are all fine, healthy, and you can still do some nice stuff at home. To help you out in the photography sense, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how to photograph at home with just the supplies which you have. So you can use the light which you have in a more professional way. You probably don't have a fancy camera like the ones we have at the studio, but you guys probably all have your smartphone which also has a camera. So I'm going to give you a few tips and tricks on how to use that in the best ways. Thing to start with if you want to photograph with your smartphone is to clean the lens. It's something you probably don't do that much often, but it's the best way to make a photo as sharp as possible, of course. So use a soft cloth, something a soft fabric, or the ones that you use also to clean glasses. And clean the lens on your camera. Then go to your settings on your camera and make sure to turn off the flashlight. All the tips and advices I'm going to give you in these videos are based on not using the automatic flash on your smartphone, so make sure not to put it on automatic, just turn it off entirely. Third tip, use two hands on your phone. If you're going to make photos like this, it's really easy to move the phone while you're making a photo. Use two hands and you have more stability. If there is not enough light, you will see that you will get a hard time to make your photos really sharp. What you can do is put your elbows into your ribs, and then you have more stability out of your core. What's also possible is to lean them on a chair or on a table. You can also improvise and create a kind of tripod so that you can put your camera on there so you have more stability. If you're making a horizontal photo, it's easy to use the volume button. Most cameras, most smartphones react on that as well. So it will make a photo when you push one of the volume buttons. Most of the times it's the plus one. So you have more stability with two hands like this. And you don't have to let it go and make a photo, because then it moves again. Most of the times if you make a photo, then the camera uses an autofocus. That's most of the times fine, but to be sure it's really sharp, I would advise you to press it with your finger, so tap onto your subject and you know that for certain it's sharp in the right place. Important thing also is that you have to be careful with zooming in into your photo while making a photo. When you zoom in, it means that you lose quality. It's like cropping a photo. A part of your pixels, a part of your information of the photo is gone. So it's best to physically come closer to your subject and make a photo then instead of zooming it in. You can zoom in a little bit because you will lose a little bit of the lens distortion which you can get when you come really close to a subject, but be careful with the zoom function. Last but not least, make sure to have as much light as possible, and it means that the more light you have, the better the quality of your photo is going to be. It's also something we always teach you in the introduction of the photography studio at the Academy. The more light you have, the more control you have over the quality of your camera, of the quality of your photo. but I will go into depth in a different part. So those were some tips and tricks for how to start with your smartphone. Of course, everybody has a different smartphones, but these basics are quite general and applies to every smartphone. Next tips I'm going to give you are more about framing and position of your camera.